all right, million token, it went to the moon, didn't it? Well, it kind of actually did. It actually went like a rocket ship, but just like Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, eventually it comes back down to Earth, and at that point in time, you have to really think about what you're going to do once it actually has gone down like it has, because I think too many people, they saw it go down, but now they're actually panicking, and it's really kind of a sad situation because they're hoping that maybe TechLead will make a video and it will go back up. But if you look at the way Million Token looks in terms of the chart, it actually really looks very similar in many ways to most penny stocks. Most penny stocks actually are very similar. I'm trying to get the best light. Most penny stocks are actually super similar in the sense that they go up a lot, but then they go down, and they just go down, and there's no recovery. And based upon what I've seen on the chart, it actually looks like Million Token is going in the same bad direction. So you have to ask yourself, what do you do from here? Well, for one thing, you probably should actually consider selling. I mean, I would, if I were you, I would actually not keep the Million Token. I'll be honest with you. I would have probably would have gone out at the big giant surge, because I just would have expected what happened. Now, the next thing is, should you be mad at TechLead? The truth is, if you think about it, there's really not that much of a difference between Million Token and most cryptocurrencies. I mean, who is using Cardano for actual purchases of actual items, right, Danny?
That is correct. Nobody.
So the only real criticism of TechLead's token is that it went down. I don't. Yeah, they could say, oh well, there's no purpose to it, blah blah blah. But the truth is, most of these cryptocurrencies are not being used, I would say, for like a real purpose. And I think that's one of the most frustrating things about this is that the real reason people are upset with Million Token and TechLead is just the fact that it went down in value, and that doesn't seem to be the best justification for being upset. But at the same time, there are some problems with the way that he structured this whole crypto. For one thing, in the beginning of this whole project, he actually promised that he would be adding $1 million to it. Remember when he said
I remember he said he's going to put 1 million of his own money.
Yeah. And then that never happened, and they said, oh, it's because so many people were buying the token. But I think that people were assuming this was kind of like a hybrid between a stable coin and a regular crypto, which would mean that it could go.
The question is, regardless of it being built on a bad foundation, if it's continuing to be funded by the money that is in there, it now has $1 million backed, I think.
Yeah,
so,
but if it's a stable coin, then it should only be worth $1. That's what the price should be. If it's a stable coin, because it's supposed to be stable.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of a stable coin. So it's weird to have claim it's a stable coin, and then you claim it's not really a registered security because it's not investment. But I think he actually might have a problem possibly with the SEC, because he kind of suggested it's a stable coin when he said he's going to put a million into it, and then he didn't, and that was kind of vague about how he would put $1 million into it. But I think at some point in time, probably the government is going to regulate stable coins, and I wouldn't be surprised if they are very upset about this, especially because a lot of people are whining about this online because they lost money, well, quite reasonably. And if you lost money, I think you have to ask yourself, why did you trust someone just because they're on YouTube or have a lot of subscribers? That doesn't mean that you have to automatically agree with them. You shouldn't even agree with me on my conclusions, although I have no crypto to sell to you. So do you have any words of advice for some of the people watching?
Well, this is not the first video that we were criticizing the Million Token. I believe there was another one. You link in the description. But I think the fact that it's there is $1 million. The only question is whether or not you trust him to keep the $1 million in the account to keep it backed by the US dollar.
Yeah.
That's in there. That is an issue. But yeah, I don't think that my view is he wasn't fully transparent about what he was doing, because it did seem as though he was indicating that he was putting his own money up front, which doesn't appear to be the case.
Here's another weird thing. Why do you need to invest in these alternative coins? I mean, the blue chips are Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that goes to the moon. It goes way up. When there's a bull market, it goes up way more than any stock you've ever seen. So why do you need to say, oh, that's not enough, I need something that turbocharges faster than Bitcoin and Ethereum? Well, that could happen, but those coins can also be like this, that turn out to be total duds. So, but you guys need to have a risk tolerance. You need to sell if it's not working out like it says. It doesn't matter if the pumper is still saying, oh, it's going to the moon and he has a jacuzzi on the moon. That doesn't matter. You need to really think about it yourself. I mean, it's your money. You don't have to trust anybody. So if it isn't working out, maybe you need to consider heading for the exits.
That being said, I am impressed that Million Token has only dropped. It's currently trading at the mid-20s now.
But it was at 200 though, so it's now 90% though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it was at 200, it means down 90%.
Right, but I would have thought it would be headed down to the 5-to-1 range, but it's still way above that. So.
Okay.
Well, at least at the time of this recording.
If you bought it at 200 though, you're not going to be happy about that. Oh, it didn't go to 2-1. Anyway, I do feel bad for you if you lost money with Million Token. It should be a lesson. Hopefully you didn't lose too much of your money. I highly doubt that a lot of people dumped their whole life savings into it. He claims that there are no whales, but who knows. Anyway, so please subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.